Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Thank you guys for joining the show. Good morning. Good morning. I see my mods are here. Hey, Truth. Hey, Rose. Hey, Tiff. Thank y'all for stopping in. Hey, Kim Naughton. Hey, Lorraine Tyler, and everyone joining in the bushes as well. Let's go ahead and get into the show because I gotta go. All right. Of course, everything said in this video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Good morning. All right, we got some great topics. We're gonna be moving our show along, so I hope you guys don't mind. So, y'all, let's get into it. Let me get my other screen up here. Hopefully, we can breeze through all the topics I pulled too. I'm gonna try to get through them. All right, let's get started. We don't necessarily have political topics, but I did want to cover this. Damn, hold on. Why did I do that? Hold on. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Hold on, y'all. I done clicked off. Let me get it back up. Okay, there you go. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. There you go. All right, boom. There we go. All right, so let's share so you guys can see with me. I'm clicking this morning. Jeez. Share. All right. According to Pyramids and Diamonds, you guys, 14 charged in a major Penn State fraternity Kokiana trafficking ring. Did y'all know that? This just dropped yesterday. So the feds are waiting until the first day of class to kick their door in because check this out. Pennsylvania Attorney General Dave, this in his Sunday has charged 14 people with taking part in a drug trafficking operation that revolved around two Penn State fraternities. What is that? Inflation will persistently stay above the Fed's targets, according to Officer Hooper. Let's go ahead and play what they have to say, because baby, they got a lot going on over there at Penn State.
I'm Attorney General Dave Sunday, and we're here in State College today to announce charges against more than a dozen individuals in connection with a drug trafficking operation revolving around a pair of fraternities for Penn State University students. All but one of the charged defendants were Penn State University students at or around the time of this alleged criminal conduct. These charges were the result of a long-term investigation between the Office of Attorney General, Bureau of Narcotics Investigation, State College Police Department, and a pair of statewide investigating grand juries impaneled by my office. What we learned during this investigation was that between 2023 and 2024, large amounts of cocaine, kilos, were brought from Philadelphia and New York to State College, where they were cut and packaged for sale primarily to Penn State students. The two main dealers, the top of the chain, if you will, were senior members of the Delta, Upsilon, and Sigma Chi fraternities. Agostino Abatiello was at the very top of the chain. Thomas Robinson was a rung below that on the ladder. And this poster here shows Operation Drugs Unlimited, and it shows the hierarchy of the organization. The evidence presented to the grand jury led to a recent presentment and recommendation of charges against 14 defendants.
Wow.
The evidence showed that cocaine was primarily packaged at the fraternity houses and that packaging was done by fraternity brothers and oftentimes pledges. In fact, we found a pattern of events that showed cutting and bagging cocaine was, for some pledges, an indoctrination into the Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi fraternities. Before I get into further details on the investigation and conduct, let me tell you about the charges. And I want to emphasize that all of these individuals are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty. Agostino Abatiello.
Damn, they got some kingpins over there at Penn State, don't they? I know it said Penn State, but damn, we ain't mean kingpin shit.
Thomas Robinson,
oh my God,
and two others, Mohammed Harabi and Lars Zietvat, are charged with felony corrupt organizations, because this was a coordinated and organized cocaine trafficking operation with regular trips to those source cities and large amounts of cocaine being brought back to these fraternities. They are also charged with conspiracy, dealing in proceeds of unlawful activity, and related offenses. A fifth person, Robert Zanola, is charged with felony conspiracy and criminal use of communication facility. I'm Attorney General Dave Sunday, and we're here in State College today.
Baby, y'all hear this? This is some crazy ish. So now if your kids are coming home failing everything, it's because their asses is at school high. You don't spend all this money to send your kids to college and they get there and get on that cocaine and be trafficking, doing crazy shit they should not be doing over there at the good old Penn State. Now they're saying in 2023 and 2024, kilos of the cocaine were brought from Philadelphia and New York to State College, where they were cut and packaged for sale, as you guys heard, primarily to Penn State students. Okay, this is what they're saying. So charges have been brought up on 14 people at Penn State that's involved in this drug trafficking ring. What do y'all think about that? Let's move along. Next topic. Yeah, that's crazy, right? I saw that. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. All right. So according to the broadcasting baddie, it said that Big Tigger's wife is suing Fulton County Sheriff Patrick Labat. Said that she says that an erroneous kidnapping warrant put her in high risk on I-85 at a traffic stop, you guys. What do y'all think about that? So they says that Big Tigger's wife, Alicia Brown, is now suing Fulton County Sheriff Patrick Labat and the Fulton County Sheriff's Office over the arrest that had her pulled over on I-85 during a high-risk felony traffic stop. It said that Brown's lawsuit alleges that the warrant connected to her arrest was erroneous or should no longer have been active, and claims that the government representatives later acknowledged an error. Now, she says that the information was still relied on, leading to her traffic stop, arrest, and detention. Now she wants Fulton County held accountable. It says that, and this comes as the legal drama involving Brown, Big Tigger, and V103's, y'all know the lady that works there, continues to unfold. This says that they said if a warrant was active in error and it led to a high-risk arrest, they said it should a government be held liable. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. But so she is suing Fulton County for her recent arrest. Y'all know she had that huge thing going on with Big Tigger where she said he abused her, pushed her into a door. Y'all saw on the video, stop, Tigger, stop. Like he was really doing something when really he was just trying to get her phone. But y'all know her daughter, they were saying, had been missing for quite some time. Nobody had seen her. She wouldn't tell authorities where she was. She was supposed to be given custody to the child's father. He had been trying to still find the child, get the child, whatever the case may be. But she was out driving in Georgia, in Atlanta, Georgia on I-85. And of course, somebody ran her tag, found out she did have a warrant, pulled her over, arrested her, etc. So now she is suing Fulton County, the Fulton County Sheriff's Department. Okay. You guys see that? That's Big Tigger. That's her and her mugshot, honey. That's them. That's her little mark. Something happened because she does have this on her eye. So something happened. Okay. I ain't gonna say he didn't put his hands on her, but they did say it's a pattern of behavior with her where she has done this to other people before, but she looks crazy. She does look crazy, right? So shout out to them. That's the little girl, Leah Brown, that they were saying was missing for quite some time. So I don't know. Prayers up, nevertheless. Let's move on. Let's get into Chrisean Rock, where fans are accusing her of unaliving Ronnie Doe. Y'all know that this huge fight just happened the other day. Day before yesterday, where Chrisean was hanging out with Blueface, and this fight erupted where the police was called. Several people scattered. I know I told you guys yesterday when we listened to the 911 call, about 100 people were on site. Chrisean and Blueface had already left the scene. During the fight, Chrisean was said to be fighting some young lady. There was some other lady that was hollering that the girl was pregnant. We find out that the girl is not pregnant, I'm seeing. She is doing several videos online trolling, saying, hey, nothing happened to my face, she's supposed to be linked in some type of way to Blueface's baby mom. Jaden Alexis in some type of way, I think it is. But anywho, in any way, the fans are accusing Chrisean of unaliving Ronnie Doe, which I believe she did or had something to do with, in my opinion, during his live. And it says that Chrisean was caught completely off guard by that. I think she thinks this situation is going to go away. A lot of people think she has something to do with it. Thanks to All About the Tea for this post. Let's get into it.
I really feel bad for somebody. That's cool. We know you killed Ronnie, though. You're evil. Chat, quit the conspiracy stuff, bro. I would have been locked up already if I killed that nigga. And when she left us, which y'all all felt that. So stop playing with me. I really feel bad for somebody.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't be locked up already. They're doing an investigation. They've already come to see you. Investigators know when you're lying, and they don't come to see you unless they have probable cause that you may know something or be directly involved with said situation that they're investigating. So do I feel like that it's just a matter of time? Time is ticking. Yeah, I do. I did see a video yesterday where Chrisean went live to say she's not going back outside after that whole fight. I think she's scared because Navaeah has already, I'm hearing, pressed charges against her for threatening her, among other things. And then this whole the possibility of her being arrested for said fight, because it said that the girl that she was fighting has also went to press charges on her as well for putting her hands on her. So I don't know. Chrisean is scared. She's saying that she's not coming outside unless she's going to the gym or going to church. So it sounds like she is afraid. It sounds like she should be. She really should be. Okay. Let's continue on. And I'm gonna have to put my overlay up for this one because there's another piece to this, and I hate to keep going back to this fight situation, but this is a viral topic, so I'm gonna talk about it. Blueface got knocked the hell out while in the middle of this fight situation with Chrisean. He was seen throwing and shoving several females around, which I didn't like that. But from what it looks like some of the girls were trying to run up and jump Chrisean while she was fighting the other girl. So it looks like he was probably pushing them out of the way, but the force that he was pushing them, my God, like that's the way you would push a guy, the way you would handle a guy. Blueface was doing the most, but very shortly thereafter, he got his ass knocked out. And yeah, so I'm going to play it, but I'm going to put my overlay up, you guys, as well. Let me go ahead and get that up. Because, baby, all right. So we have a way to watch these things, but we have to be very strategic. Because, child, when I tell you, all right. So let's go ahead and play. So we're going to watch, and I'll put the overlay up. So matter of fact, let me go ahead now. For those of you that want to watch it in its entirety without all of the cover up, because I know y'all like the raw video, but y'all know we got to be very careful how we play this stuff on YouTube. Okay. So that's the link if you guys want to go ahead and watch it. I'm going to still play it here as much as I can. All right. Trigger warning. I'll put my trigger up as well. Let's put that one up too, just so we can be fully. All right. So let's get into it. So Blueface, this is a video of Blueface getting dropped before the Chrisean shuffle. Okay, hold on.
Blueface? What the fuck? That's Blueface? Oh, shit. Is that Chrisean?
Knocked out right there. That was Blueface standing at the top.
What the fuck? That's Blueface? Oh, shit. Is that Chrisean?
Okay, so y'all see that?
Blueface? What the
All right, so now let's go back. And then this is the part where he is like literally going crazy and like slinging girls, y'all. He was doing the fucking most. So there are said to be charges that are coming towards him and Chrisean from this fight. Also, Navaeah has gone into labor in the hospital while Chrisean was out. Chrisean and Blueface was out on their bullshit, riding around and doing whatever the hell they were doing, probably high out of their minds, allegedly. Navaeah had to be rushed to the hospital because she went into labor. So Blueface dropped Chrisean off at the airport, and he was telling Navaeah, because he did call her, to tell her, don't push the baby out yet until I get there, as if she has any control over that, right? Women, y'all know when you go into labor, you don't have no control over that shit. But let's get into this. Okay. So he's slinging girls around and pushing them out. I get it. He's trying to keep her from jumping Chrisean, but that was a bit aggressive, right? You didn't have that same energy when they knocked your ass out, and that was a whole dude. Dude was in your face. You didn't do a damn thing but lay on the ground. But anyway, what do y'all think? We do not promote violence in any way, shape, or form on this channel. All right. So now let's get into Blueface scurrying off. Let's take that down because we don't need it anymore. Scurrying off to the hospital because Navaeah called him to tell him rather, that she was in labor while he's out with Chrisean. He should have been home with her. You know she was going in labor any day now, but you out fighting and being irresponsible, right? And then his mama with her stupid ass is condoning this behavior, saying, "Oh, he's taking up for himself." How? How? Nobody put hands on you until you jumped in a situation had nothing to do with you. But let's get into this. Shout out to Sapo Clip. Blueface confirms that he has canceled all of his plans for the night as he is on his way to the hospital to witness the birth of his and Navaeah's first child. She did have a son. I hear that they did name him after Blueface, Jonathan Jr. So the child is Junior. I already thought he had a junior, but anywho. So the baby's name is Jonathan Jr. She had a boy. Let's get into it.
My newborn baby. My baby mama's in labor right now. So I'm canceling all my plans for tonight. I was supposed to go with Dean and AB. And I was supposed to go to the studio with the game, Los Angeles Confidential. But it looks like I will be spending my time in the hospital.
So you hear him saying there. So Blueface has confirmed that he has canceled all of his plans for the night after learning that Navaeah was in labor. Said that he made it clear that he wanted to be on his way to the hospital so that he could be there for the arrival of the child, which is big because he wasn't even at the hospital at all. He was in Miami turning up, twerking, and every damn thing else, getting drunk, high, whatever you want to name, in Miami during the time that Chrisean had Junior. So he wasn't even there, but he is, on his head to be there for Navaeah when she pushes out and or has this child, which I think she has already, because like I said, they've already named the baby and all of that. But yeah, so he's devoted to being there for this child. He didn't give a hot damn about Chrisean's, but maybe because he didn't feel like it was his child. But y'all go ahead and put in the chat what you guys think about that. Moving on. Shamar, let's get into some Shamar news right quick before we get into our other piece of news. So what is it? Zeus done hired Shamar, child. So Shamar has all the smoke with, what is it? Ara Banga. Said part 3 of the Bad Boys Dominican Republic reunion is airing now on Zeus. I watch nothing on Zeus because it's ratchet, but because it's Shamar, we'll entertain it because I've talked about him a few times over here. So let's get into Shamar. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked, honey, going off. It's the fight stance for me that sent me flying, but okay.
Why you doing snake?
Shamar, hold on.
Before we were filming, shut up. Let me talk. I ain't got to shut up shit. I don't got to shut up shit. I said what I said. Oh. Okay, anybody so need that? Do you need that or he need that?
You're not letting that happen.
I'm not shutting nobody. All I want to know is, but when we was filming, you was kicking it with Banga. Banga never disrespected you. He never talked about your shape. He made a whole diss track about me. Talking about me, all that.
That was after. You was in my motherfucking room saying that you was going to do such and such.
Shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitch ass up.
Now, y'all can say what y'all want to about Shamar having a twisted body and whatnot. Now, Shamar can fight. For him to have the disability that he has, Shamar has hands, okay? Don't think you're going to run up on Shamar and he ain't going to apply them hands to you, okay? And let's not forget that he was just arrested on a warrant for fighting some other guy who called the police on him. He didn't even know he had the warrant, but apparently him and his boyfriend rode up on some guy. We covered it here where he beat the guy up, stomped him out. Dude called the police and pressed charges on Shamar. Shamar and his friend rode up to some store to go in and get something. The police got behind him, ran the tag, found Shamar there, found out he had a warrant, arrested him. So Shamar does have hands.
Shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitch ass up. Get the man out of
fight for him.
Y'all don't start with me.
Wow. So Bad Boys Dominican Republic reunion, child, is airing. I will not be watching because I don't watch anything on Zeus. All right, I really don't. But shout out to Shamar for coming on up the ladder, child. He went from being homeless to now being on Zeus, fighting and being ratchet. Okay, I guess. Moving right along, child. Let's get into the reality TV portion of our show because we have a lot to talk about. All right. So I don't know if this is a good old switcheroo or not because Kroy Bierman is dating Kim Zolciak's new boyfriend's wife. I told you guys that before. They've been spotted out again, child. Kroy is cozied up with Kim Zolciak, Cal Moywitz's soon to be ex-wife. Okay, as you guys know, Kim and Kroy, they are still going through their divorce, and Kim's new boyfriend Kyle Moywitz and his wife, they are Jillian Green is her name, they are still going through their divorce. So it's so crazy that the two of them would do a switcheroo and start dating each other's spouse. It's weird. I'm like, do y'all not have enough people in Atlanta that y'all can date? I get it, Kroy. You trying to get your money up because it said that this lady, she is, she does have a lot of money going on there. And so does Kyle Morawitz, who is spending lots and lots of money on Kim Zolciak. He just purchased her a matching, was it Range Rover I saw. He also bought her a nice townhome. So he's spending a lot of money on Kim. And Kroy has now started dating the wife. Weird, right? So Kim Zolciak's estranged husband, Kroy Bierman, is spotted kissing with her boyfriend, Kyle Moore, with estranged ex-wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, Jillian Green. All right, so as you guys can see here, this is Kroy out with her. Kroy has a type because she kind of reminds you of still child. Somebody that rolled up, probably Kim stalking them. But this is Kroy out with the wife, and he's carrying on with the damn dog. It's weird. I don't know. I don't think I want to be, if I had a boyfriend, I would not want to do a boyfriend. I don't know shit. I wouldn't want to do no switcheroo. It's just too close for comfort, right? Y'all trying to get divorced, like, why do you want to be with him's boyfriend's wife versus finding somebody else, right? That's them hanging out. Got a care in the world. Cassandra said, Kroy, if you can't beat them, just join them. That's weird. I don't know if I want to. Hanging out, child. She apparently love her some Kroy. Kroy's not a bad looking guy. I think Kroy kind of got the short end of the stick, because she's all about his money. Ran through business too. But Kroy might have a little come up here on Jillian Green because she is loaded. Like, she is several million. Okay, so this might change his life around. She might go to home with trying to get him out their warehouse. I know Kroy is ready for his warehouse right now. But obviously, Jillian doesn't care because, Kroy's probably over there throwing that pipe. So she's ready to be throwing some points his way. She's probably going to have to work in that warehouse after he's done ready while he's let me know. Keep commenting. Let's move along. All right. So, Portia's sister took some time to respond to some commenters about asking her if she saw the reunion, honey, how they was going off on Portia. I feel like Portia so far has held her own at the reunion, but shout out to Reality Entertainment TV. Portia's sister, Lauren Williams, says that she is not watching Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion because she doesn't want to watch people yell at her sister, but after seeing clips, said that she kind of wants to watch. Okay, the reunion's been good. Okay, so Portia's sister says, she goes by Lodwell on Instagram. She says, please stop telling me to watch the reunion. Do you get a kick out of watching people yell at your siblings and then having to be cool with them when they make up? She said, if I watched Real Housewives of Atlanta, she said, I wouldn't be able to film because if somebody says something mean about my sister, there's no way that I will walk into a scene and be cool with them. That's the same thing almost that Lisa Ray had to say, the reason why she wouldn't be on the show. So she goes on to say that she might be over it. That doesn't mean that I am. And I need my check. So see you next season. Boom. All right. She goes on to say the update. These clips are looking real good. Now I kind of got to watch. Okay. So now she's saying she's going to watch because the reunion clips look good. The reunion has been really good. Lauren and Portia could actually be twins. They look so much alike, don't they? Beautiful girls. No homo. So shout out to her. She pretty much is saying she wouldn't be able to fraternize with the girls had she been watching the show or having to hang with these girls like that because of the way that they treat Portia or, the things that they say to her. But a lot of stuff, Portia kind of bring on herself, like saying that she was going to sleep with Angela's husband, which now they've kind of ironed that out and that's not a problem anymore. But hey, that's what goes with the show, right? Let's move along. So we got this clip for the reunion that you guys did not get to see. So this is part 2 of the reunion where Angela gets into an argument with Shamia and Kelly. Of course, anytime somebody's talking to Shamia, Kelly got to get her 1 minute of fame in, right? Kelly's always got to say something. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Did you ever date George before
Never.
marrying Gerald?
Well, first of all, when I met George, I met Ashley. So he was always with Ashley when I met him.
Portia and Phaedra, were you surprised Angela told George's wife, Ashley, that she never brought up sex, yet she asked Shamia if she effed George?
I think that was 2 different things. Was it?
It was.
I think the same thing. It's the same thing. She said, "Are you George?"
I brought up sex, and I did not say Ashley said you slept with George.
No, you said,
and
"Are you?" You said, "Are you?" George?
Ashley,
no,
said,
what you said was
said
Ashley mad. George's wife Ashley is actually mad at you, and she's uncomfortable with you. She don't want to bring it up because you George.
I never said
yes,
that.
You did at the table. Yes, you did.
Say that.
I have a liar that's sitting across from me that's trying to paint a picture like I have slept with you, and Ashley was upset about it.
No, Shamir, you a lie. This girl is lying.
Even if you didn't say that, you still asked me, was I George?
Make it up.
So did she say it or not, Shamia? Don't say she said something and stand 10 toes down on it and then turn around and say, even if you didn't say it, either she said it or she did not. Now, we ain't gonna be making no lies on here now.
Shamir.
Okay. Well, you did ask if she was...
Okay, she
you
just
did.
didn't say if it was Ashley.
Got it. Okay, so Drew, why did you say Angela had been vindicated after George said he jokingly made the comment that Shamia looked so good he had to pay her?
Well, because that's what exactly to a T what Angela said.
No, actually,
so there was a lot of things that were twisted.
And Penn.
But it seems like...
Are we playing a word game?
Well, let me ask you a question. So it sounds like George and his wife have both confirmed that there's nothing to this, though.
Right.
And okay. But don't call me a liar, which, and I don't have to.
Liar.
I don't have to
Yes,
believe
you
it,
are.
though,
That's the
Shamir.
second thing.
Okay.
I don't have to believe it.
You don't have to believe it, but why are you?
Here come Kelly. Now, she was not talking to you, Kelly. But because you got to get your 5 seconds of fame in, here you go. They just told your ass the last time when they talking to Shamir, shut your ass up. Here you go.
Always like confirmation that somebody. But you don't like when somebody says that your husband is cheating on you. Why would you do that?
You've been lying on my husband since day one.
Girl, I don't give a damn about your husband.
When you get a husband, you'll understand.
I had a husband for 11 years. And didn't even get pregnant to have one. Play with somebody else, not me, huh?
My husband put me in rooms, bitch. Your husband put you in courtrooms. We are not the same. We are not
Damn, your husband put you in courtrooms. You better read, Angela.
the same.
My husband, remember, married me.
Okay.
I don't give a damn about your husband. I don't
Not
care
the
about your
side
husband.
baby motor mouth loud surround sound ass Kelly.
You don't really know about that baby, though. You said you didn't give a if he was the lady on the ice cream truck.
Angela this year does not give one. I heard he's sleeping with the candy lady down the street. Guess what? I don't care.
So who cares? I don't care about your husband.
Girl.
Did you accuse Shamia of sleeping with George because Shamia told Amari she's nicer than you?
No.
Okay.
From day one, the only person in this friend group that I tried to build a relationship with coming into this group was Shamia.
Okay.
Shamia was married. She's a tourist in Nassau.
Yes.
We hung out.
Oh, God, it was a good time.
I bought birthday gifts for her and her daughter. We're good. In
Yeah,
the season,
I thought
we're
we were.
good. We're at Pinky's event. Pinky.
That's crazy how they started out being friends like that, and now it's just like they're arch enemies. I don't know where they went wrong, but baby, the two of them have daggers for each other. It's crazy.
And Kay and I are talking to Shamia, and Shamia was like, "Yeah, you're messy."
I don't remember that.
Run it back.
You on voice, you know, I thought I was gonna put that back together.
I thought I had it. I was
It ain't too late.
That was you what?
She thinks I tried to break up
her and
Portia.
Drew definitely
No,
being messy
the
muddy in the
intention
waters.
was not that.
Y'all kept prying on it.
I don't think we
And y'all-
kept trying. If we're going
We
back
don't
there.
know. We ain't got to revisit
Okay,
it.
let's
But
say,
y'all definitely did.
I want to set the stage of why I took that into Dallas. Like, if I thought Shamia was talking about something, if anybody was talking about anybody's 2K, it was Shamia.
Okay.
Because of my experience with her.
That made her so mad to the point to where I'm now
Right.
conspiring with Kay against them.
No, I didn't
I'm
say
also
Sleep with, yeah.
Falcons and Hawks players.
Yeah.
I'm also George.
So right here is where Shamir is getting ready to talk about the cease and desist that was filed on Angela. Okay.
Like, I just feel like a messy comment
wouldn't set me off to that extent.
Is there any coming back for the two of you?
No,
Because
I feel like I just got served with a cease and desist because she wants me to talk and then she don't want me to talk.
Let me tell you, what it says on
that. Is this victim or Shabuli? I don't know who she is.
Victim or Shabuli? Come on now.
Okay, why did you send her a cease and desist?
In the cease and desist, it says, state all parties that have either told you that, name the person, the players that I've slept with, or cease and desist.
Shamir, the person who told me that is a credible source. And for you to be outside talking about my husband and Dominique
Wilkins, you're a married woman, and for you to say that,
and you're a married woman when you say,
Shamir, why are you trying to act like this is the first time you ever heard that your ass was outside with somebody else? Portia just said the shit at this same reunion right here. Portia just said that you was with somebody else for the BET Awards. You ain't send her no cease and desist. Why you do that? Why you skip over that and why you sit back and shut up after Portia said that? Because you didn't want her to put your ass out there saying that you was not with Gerald for the BET Awards that weekend, that you was out with somebody else. But you want to send a cease and desist when Angela starts showing receipts and talking about who your ass was with. Why you have that energy for Portia though?
Yeah, my husband was on his back.
You have put
bodies on me. My husband don't come home, baby.
Your husband said that at Portia's house. Yes, he did. Girl, you can
sounds like jokes have been misconstrued on both sides, actually.
You got more smoke for me than the people that try to your husband.
See how you brought Portia into it? And Portia about to light your ass up.
So Portia tried to.
No, that's what you said.
Since you want to bring me back in it, here I am.
You've been in it.
This is why Angela is holding on to this, because there is zero accountability outside of me in that pool event.
Okay.
I said that nasty, disgusting comment. I apologized for it and asked her, could we move forward? She gave me grace to move forward, right? However, I have been quiet this whole time while everybody's like, well, I was just laughing at what Portia said. I didn't say anything. I didn't say, that's not true. Kelly was screaming that Charles had a baby, a secret baby on Angela. You were saying that Charles has a woman in New York. He's been in the streets. He's this and that. I was the only one who kept saying, I don't even know this guy. All I have known is like he's a legend and like, hold on, I did.
That ain't what
and I
said.
said, let me finish.
You said
she
more.
did not. I said, I don't know him. I did not know him. You guys were
Y'all see how Kelly keep chiming in.
talking about his team.
Did you say that by the pool?
Yes, they did say all of it.
What I said about the pool was, I do not know Charles Oakley.
She did not say that.
You said you knew him.
I laughed
and you
about
brought up
it.
he had women
Girl,
everywhere.
Shut the up. Let me
You're
talk.
lying.
I said,
Damn, Shamir.
Angela,
you've never apologized for that.
I have.
You have never. She doubled down. She didn't apologize.
Did you ever date George?
Child, the girls are fighting. All right, so let's go ahead and shut Kelly's ass up right quick, because Kelly, it's some tea on you right quick, baby. Let's go ahead and get you out the way. All right, and I almost forgot to pull this up. But thanks be to God. Okay. I had to look at my stuff again. Baby, Kelly said she didn't know who Gary was, child. But Gary absolutely know who your ass is, Kelly, because guess what? Them Real Housewives of Atlanta checks about to be garnished. All right, yes, honey. Come on in here with this garnishment. So, shout out to Reality Recap, honey. Ooh, girl. Now, here, too, while I'm looking at my receipts, and I like you, Angela, but, you know, what's good for the goose is damn sure good for the damn gander. So, let's get into it. Let me scroll ahead, baby. Because, honey, I said, baby, what? Okay, yeah. So Gary, honey, the same person who Kelly said she didn't know who he was. So Gary comes for Kelly's Real Housewives of Atlanta checks, honey, because Kelly refused to pay him his 80-something thousand that is owed to him, $83,699 that she owes. All right, as of August the 17th, the garnishment affidavit was filed against Kelly. So, baby, your new season coming up, you ain't be getting no damn money harder, because you probably ain't getting shit anyway. But it says that Gary comes for Kelly's Real Housewives of Atlanta paychecks and garnishment filed against Real Housewives of Atlanta production company, honey. So every check you get gonna be going to Gary until that $83K is paid, and he probably gonna charge your ass interest as well. You guys see it right here. Affidavit for garnishment. And shout out again to Reality Recap on this. It said that the same Gary that Angela brought up at the reunion, when Kelly said, who is Gary? Said, well, Gary is now taking steps to collect on the judgment that he won against Kelly Potter Farrell, honey. Now, according to the garnishment affidavit filed August the 17th of 2026, Gary says that $83,699 remain unpaid in his judgment, plus post-judgment interest. Didn't I just say that interest, girl? So by the time you pay Gary, it's going to be over $100,000. And let's not forget about the court costs that he's asking you to pay as well, because your ass didn't even fucking show up. So it says that the filing names Truly Original LLC, the production company behind Real Housewives of Atlanta, as the garnishee. Now, Gary states that he believes Truly Original is holding money or property belonging to Kelly, or is contractually obligated to pay Kelly or her company, Cooking with Kelly Entertainment, or Incorporated rather. Now it says that, in other words, said that Gary is now attempting to collect the judgment from the money that may be owed to Kelly through the Real Housewives of Atlanta production company. So he's going through the production company to garnish Kelly. So that means every check you get from here on out, bitch, including probably your reunion check, because I hear the reunion checks be really nice. So Gary about to tap into your pockets, baby. All right. And Kelly ain't the only person that has a garnishment. Also, I see that Angela has a garnishment against her as well through a company called Pelican Solutions for some money that she owes as well, that she chose not to pay. And this came out as of June of this year, they're saying. So as of June of this year, Pelican Solutions put out a garnishment on Angela Oakley. Okay, so sorry, Angela, I do like you, baby, but we got to be fair. Okay, we're gonna call Kelly out. We got to call you out as well. What y'all think about that? Ooh, child, let's move on. My Lord. All right, so the people are saying, why is it that Pinky get a pass and get to stay on Real Housewives of Atlanta after Britt Eady? The whole Britt Eady and Kenya Moore situation kind of spiraled out, where it was said that Britt Eady mentioned something about a pow, which she got some backlash for. As you guys know, they're saying that Pinky Cole pulled out some type of pow on Phaedra. Phaedra went to the higher ups to report it. They're saying that this happened offset, that it did not happen on the Real Housewives of Atlanta set. But Phaedra, being a vindictive person that she is, honey, don't let shit go, and will definitely go and try to up and get you fired. They said that she did speak to some Bravo constituents about Pinky to report her because said incident. They said that Pinky does carry a pow, and that she had some type of words back and forth with Phaedra. You guys heard us touch a little bit on it yesterday when we played the clip. And Phaedra says that she actually admitted that she did speak to some people, but Andy admitted that she did not come to him about it, but she did speak to some people from Bravo. So it said that Bravo reportedly edited Pinky Cole's pow comments out of Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. But it's so crazy that Pinky actually brought it up, and I don't think we would have ever known about it had Pinky not brought it up. But of course, the two of them did have like a situation where Pinky did grab her piece on Phaedra. So the people are asking, why is it that Pinky gets to stay on this show after this altercation or situation involving a pow was even in question, versus her being put off the show after the situation with Kenya Moore and Britt Eady, right? So the people are asking, how is it that Pinky is allowed to stay? So according to TMZ, shout out to Reality Rundown, it said that Pinky's reference to a significant device, which we now know as a pow, was actually about a pow that she previously told Phaedra Parks that she carried for protection. Now, the comment was allegedly made off camera earlier in the season, and sources stressed that Pinky never had a pow on set and was not threatening Phaedra or any other cast member. So I'm hearing she did. But let's continue. So TMZ reports that Bravo edited down the reunion discussion and avoided explicitly identifying the device as a pow, reportedly in an effort to avoid another firearm controversy following last season's drama involving Britt Eady and Kenya Moore. So they don't want that back-to-back backlash, so they edited it down and played it down, and to keep it from being so like it was when that whole situation with Britt Eady and Kenya, because y'all know that was a huge situation to where Kenya got put off the show, Britt Eady was acting all crazy and erratic, and then she ultimately left the show and did not come back for the reunion. So they said that during the reunion, Pinky accused Phaedra of taking the information to Bravo higher ups, while Phaedra denied trying to get her in trouble. But we already know how Phaedra does. Phaedra will definitely go to the people on you, because she's done it to two other cast members before. But the question is that a lot of people were asking, and I saw on other publications, is why does Pinky get to stay? My thing is, it's not against the law to carry a weapon. If you have it done, legally, to where you have your paperwork and it's registered, I don't see a problem with Pinky owning a pow. pow, pow. But the problem is if you're having a back and forth with someone and you pull said weapon, because you're not supposed to pull it unless you're going to use it anyway. But if you pulled it in terms of trying to intimidate someone and to show her, okay, I'm carrying, don't fucking play me. You can't do that because Phaedra is a scaredy cat. She is also an attorney. She does know the law. And, if she didn't want to go file paperwork on you to make Bravo get another backlash for, another pow pow incident on their show or platform, she went to the higher ups to maybe try to get you removed from the show or some type of negative backlash to maybe get you suspended. Who knows? But that's what they're saying happened in this situation. Y'all sign off and let me know what y'all think. Okay, moving right along. Y'all said we need a jam session. Say no more. All right, we'll go ahead and get a quick one in because I'm trying to move along, honey. I got to get out of here so I can make it to my appointment at 10:15. All right, so let's get into our jam session. Y'all ready? Let's go. Before we step out and tell the microphone back, shout out to the keep tapping. We got to keep this train rolling. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you all. Let's keep it going. All right. So next clip. Do I want to do this one? I'll do it. So shout out to Reality Rundown again, because they always have the good clips. I like them, and I like No Chaser and Reality Entertainment TV. Sometimes Bravo, but they be tripping for the clips sometimes. So anywho, but let's get into it. K. Michelle is clearing the narrative that she and Drew were with the same man. This dude Black, I mean, he is nobody to be bragging about. Drew, Black is a whole scammer out here, fraudster, if you will. Said she makes it clear that she was not entertaining him and it was just a misunderstanding. So let's get into this. Drew always be looking like she don't know what somebody's talking about when she fully be in the middle of the bullshit. But let's get into it.
Someone asked me, how do you know Black? And I'm like, huh? I don't really know Black at all. So is this Black? Let me go look in my DMs. I'm like, oh, okay. He is talking to himself. Oh, yeah. I said to him, we did a play together. I said,
hey,
thank you for coming. Whatever. Hey, handsome, thanks for coming. Okay. I immediately handed over that text message because I didn't want it on
you
me.
Before you ever mentioned him on camera, DMing you.
Okay.
Yes. So as time goes on, it's around Atlanta that me and her are dating like the same man. So by the time we got to Dallas, and she say, your friend, why is it my friend?
Because you thought that they had met or spoken.
Yes. When you saw him on FaceTime, it seemed familiar.
And when we saw that scene, you acted like you knew him.
Because even before I got there, that's why I had went in the DM when I was asked to know. Of course, I was going to sit there and look at him.
Oh,
yeah. Y'all not hiding nothing. I know,
Okay.
Someone asked me, how do you know?
It's so weird how Drew have all these guys every season coming up. Do I feel like Drew be kind of seeing some people on the side? Yeah, I do. Now, with her going through the stuff she was going through with Ralph prior to their divorce, do I feel like Drew was seeing some people? I do. But she always like to downplay it when she get on TV, and she always get busted. Just like she did with old girl that she was supposed to have been seeing. That was supposed to be a basketball player, right? She lied the whole damn time. Oh, no, we're just friends. It's nothing. Then we see y'all cuddled up, kissing, carrying on. All right. Then this situation with Black, she always liked to downplay it too. Oh, he's just my friend. This dude talking about he want to give you a massage. He bringing you roses. He's looking at you in a very intimate way. Do I feel like you had a situation with Black beyond a friendship? I do. And that's okay. You grown, you do what you want to do, but it's the lies for me, Drew. Like, stop making faces like, oh, that's so beyond you or above you, and that you don't know anything about the situation that's being brought up to you anytime you're being confronted. It's given that Drew she just like her go-to is always to lie first. And then when people show her the receipts and they blast her, then she always try to backpedal, but then she'll ultimately admit it. But it's, well, I didn't know, or try to downplay. It's weird. Like, just say you did. If you did, you did. I mean, everybody watching the show can see that it was more than a friendship between you and Black. And Black is nobody to be bragging about. If you sitting on the phone with this man for hours and hours, I don't sit on the phone with nobody for no hours and hours and hours unless that's my man or somebody I'm interested in. Hello, Drew. You don't sat up and say, oh yeah, we sat on the phone until I went to sleep on the phone with him. Girl, you only do that with somebody that you dating or that you trying to date, right? Drew be on some mess. I be like, girl, do you not see yourself? Like, damn, you just lie so much. Just like you said, your last name was Jordan. Then you sat up there and slipped up on the show last season and said you and Michael Jordan were first cousins. And then it was like, Drew, you lying. You show us some proof. Then it's, oh, I was just joking. Girl, shut up. Drew just lies so much. Let me show that. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we saw that. Is this the end of my show? No. Y'all done flew through my show. Hold on. Let's see. Let me add another topic, because I got some more stuff. I didn't know I was doing that quick. I said I was gonna hurry up and get through this damn show. Let me see. So you guys know that Tupac's case has started, you guys, with Keefe D. I did not know that Keefe D was a security person for Diddy. Did y'all know that? So I guess we'll take a quick look at that, because I was going to show it in another video, but since we got a little time, I'll go ahead and entertain it. So let's see, because I am going to be covering what I can from this case, because Keefe D, honey. Hold on. No. Y'all give me a second. Let me pull it up. Okay, there you go. All right, so we're going to look at a couple clips from the Keefe D trial, because I definitely wanted to take a look at some of these clips, because baby, they got a lot going on. I want to see what direction this case is going to go. I told you guys that Suge Knight was saying he was not going to cooperate. He did not want to testify. He wanted nothing to do with this case. I mean, you were sitting in the car with Tupac when he was ultimately unalive, so I think you would probably know who the person was whenever they pulled up. I think Suge Knight know more than he's trying to allude to. I think he doesn't want to say anything because it is gang related, and he doesn't want somebody probably to come back and retaliate on him. I get all of that, right? That whole street cred type thing. I get it, but that, Tupac made you a lot of money at Death Row Records, and it's supposed to be your homie, and somebody took his life. I would think you'd be one of the first people, since you were in the fucking car with him, to speak up and speak on behalf of Tupac. But let's get into it. Megan Cunningham, this person here who is a witness, Ingrid Stokes, was in a convertible Sebring with three friends on the Las Vegas Strip on September 7th, 1996, when they witnessed the pow-powing that unalive rapper Tupac Shakur. I hope this lady here is in protective custody, because baby, when you see things and you talk about it, sometimes people will spin the block on you. But I hear that a few of the gang members who were directly involved in this pow and they have been already unalive years ago. So I don't know, but let's get into it. Stokes testified at the second prosecution witness, or as the second prosecution witness in Dwayne Keefe D. Davis unaliving trial on Monday, August 17th. That was yesterday. She says that she said that one of her friends knew Knight, so Suge Knight, and that they were following him and Tupac Shakur to a club where Tupac Shakur was to perform when the shots rang out. So it said that Stokes says that she and her friend were switching seats at a traffic light when the pow erupted. She said that me and Shalene were literally head down, taking our seatbelts off when we heard the pow-powing, and she said that was when all hell broke loose. So let's get into what she had to say.
Hanging out in the convertible. And my girlfriend, Lauren, at the time, she knew Suge. And she told us, hey, there's Suge. Pull up next to him. I'm going to ask them what they're doing. And so Shalane was the driver, and she slowed up close to me.
And so you said Shalane was the driver.
Yes.
Where were you seated?
I was the passenger in front.
In the front passenger? So Shalane's driving, you're in the front passenger, and the other two women are in the back seat?
Yeah, Tanisha's behind me, and then Lauren is behind the driver.
After all these years, you still remember that, huh?
Well, yeah. Some things you don't forget. That one.
And so then when you start driving, when you see Suge and your friend starts talking to Suge, what happens?
They were talking, and she was like, what's going on? What's happening? We look over initially, we pull up to the car, and we kind of nod or say hello, that kind of thing. But we were in our own little world. While she was talking to him, he said, hey, we're all going to the club. Why don't you follow us? Get behind us. You can go with us. And so that was decided we'll go there first and see what's happening before we go anywhere else.
So do you follow, do you remember who's driving and who's in the passenger side?
Suge was driving and Tupac was in the passenger seat.
Is this kind of the way they look that night?
That was just like this.
And so,
That's the infamous picture. I will always remember this picture. Like, always remember this picture.
So you decided to follow Suge and Tupac to the club?
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Yes, I'm so sorry, yes.
That's okay. And so, do you recall the name of that club?
It was an area code, so I remember it was 662 or 702, but now I know it's 662.
While you're waiting at that light, does anything happen?
Well, me and Shalane were going to change seats. I was going to drive. I'm the more aggressive driver, and after what, she was nervous with them coming back in front of us so much. So me and Shalane were literally head down, taking our seatbelts off when we heard the gunshots, when it's all hell broke loose.
And to be fair, you didn't see those gunshots.
No, I don't.
And then what do you do when you hear the gunshots?
I freak out and I scream, what the heck? Hell. I said, what the hell? And then Shalane is kind of half up, half down. And so I grab her head to bring her down. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And then she has her hand on the wheel, but she's like frozen. And so I don't remember how many gunshots there were, honestly. But I know I put the car in drive, and I told her to get the hell out of there and drive. And so I may even grab the wheel. Like I said, I'm very aggressive. And from that, she tried to drive off. And then
did you see the color of the vehicle?
Yeah, so we almost hit the car. When we were trying to drive off, there was a car in that last lane that was the turning lane. And it was a white four-door. Can't tell you what kind, but I just know it was like white-ish. And we almost hit it when we were trying to get away. We were driving, hanging out in a convertible. And my girlfriend, Lauren, at the time, she knew Suge. And she told us, hey, there's Suge.
So y'all hear that? So let's keep going. We're going to just get some testimony here. So they said that was repeated a couple of times. That the cop said that Tupac told him in the ambulance said that we'll take care of it. So the first witness in the Dwayne Keefe D. Davis unaliving trial over Tupac Shakur's fatal power was Gary Dale, a retired officer with the Los Angeles Metropolitan Police Department. A retired Las Vegas police officer testified today that Tupac Shakur told him repeatedly, we'll take care of it, or something like that, after the rap icon was pow-powed on the strip in 1996. That's so crazy that it was so far back there. So Gary Dale first encountered Shakur when he stopped a black BMW without license plate near Harmon and Las Vegas Boulevard while on a bicycle patrol on September the 7th, 1996. Dale identified the occupants as Tupac and Marion, which is Suge Knight, founder of Death Row Records, and let them go with a warning. He said that he remarked on Shakur's large gold medallion. Said that, wow, man, that's a huge piece of gold or something like that that he had around his neck. It said that, would you describe your interaction with him as congenial? Asked Mark, whoever his last name is, the chief deputy district attorney in Clark County, Nevada. So let's get into what he had to say.
Wind up riding anywhere with Mr. Shakur?
Yes, I rode to the hospital in the ambulance with him.
During that time period, between the time you get to Mr. Shakur and the time period he gets taken into the hospital, are you able to have any sort of communication with Mr. Shakur?
He was still talking, and I was trying to convince him to tell me the name of whoever his assailants were.
And did he ever respond?
Yes, he responded, no, we'll take care of it. So, something like that.
No, we'll take
care of it, something like that.
Wow.
And that's the only thing you were able to gather from Mr. Shakur?
Yeah, I couldn't get him to talk to me any further than that. That was repeated a couple of times.
I'm going to approach with a few photographs. So obviously, when an incident, well, let me back up. When an incident like this happens, there's first responders, but then there is detectives, crime scene analysts, everybody who's called out.
Yes, sir.
That's Mr. Ford appearing like he's inside that vehicle.
Okay.
That's the front of the vehicle. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, she's typing down everything, so you got to answer yes or no.
Apologies.
That's the rear of the vehicle without the license plate still.
Yes.
Number 8 is the driver's side of the vehicle.
Yes.
That is what the passenger side of that vehicle looked like.
Yes.
Those are the items you were collected off Mr. Secure at the hospital.
Yes.
Did you wind up riding
some Newports and some money and something else looked like he had. So let's keep going. We just got some testimony. So it said the Las Vegas lawyer Michael Sant is defending Dwayne Keefe D. Davis in the unenlivened trial over the Tupac Shakur 1996 fatal powwowing. It said that Sant told jurors in an opening statement today that on Monday, August 17th, that Davis has repeatedly exaggerated his involvement in the powwowing. In reality, that there are no facts to point to Keefe D. Said that you're going to hear about this over and over and over again. Said that no facts like the microphone in your hand or the pad of paper that you have to write on. It said that Sancton Detective Long was a lead investigator from 2002 to 2017 and had been one of the first to arrive on the scene. He said that Long encountered some challenges in the case and had to hide the case file while Metro had the file with Metro because people were still accessing the file in Metro and they weren't authorized to do so they could change the case number so that people couldn't find the file. Sound like some hanky-panky mess was going on. Now, in addition to that, it said that you're going to learn that LAPD reached out to them, called them up and said, hey, Detective Long, we have the pow and we tested it and matched back to what you're looking for in the terms of the weapon that unalived Tupac Shakur. It said that Detective Long goes to LAPD, gets the pow, transports it back, gets tested, and it comes back as not a match. So the LAPD gave them a fake pow to test you out. Wow. They've been playing games here. Said that this is the level that I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it that was going on during the time period between Metro, LAPD, Compton's, according to the detective. It said that this is what's happening during that time period. So that you can watch Sank's entire 30-minute opening statement on my YouTube channel. Okay, shout out to them for that. But shout out to Megan Cuniff. All right, let's go.
There are no facts to point to Keefe. Not one. And you're going to hear about this over and over and over again. No facts like the microphone in your hand or the pad of paper that you have that you write on. Detective Long takes over the case in 2002, and he has it from 2002 to 2017. He was, interestingly enough, on the gang unit, and at the time of the shooting, he was in gangs, and he had been one of the first to arrive on scene. He will testify and tell you that every time he did something on this file, he wrote a report, because that's important. That's what we do as a police officer. And he conducted follow-up interviews, and he made some travel to Compton. He will tell you those things. That's his role in all of this. But here's the thing. Detective Long also encountered some challenges in this case. They had to hide the case file with Metro because people were still accessing the file in Metro, and they weren't authorized to do so. So they changed the case number so that people couldn't find the file. In addition to that, what you're going to learn is LAPD reached out to him, called them up and said, hey, Detective Long, we have the gun. And we tested it, and it matches back to what you're looking for in terms of the weapon that killed Tupac Shakur. Detective Long goes to LAPD, gets the gun, transports it back, gets it tested, and it comes out as not a match to a fake gun to test you out. This is the level of, I don't know how to put it, that was going on during this time period between Metro, LAPD.
I'm be honest with you, I do feel like some of the cops in the LAPD or detectives in the LAPD, they may have, and I'm saying in my opinion, have had something to do with this cover-up as well. Because y'all know a lot of times a lot of these detectives and police officers do be directly connected to the gang, because there's money involved. A lot of them do be on some let's see the word I want to use. They be on some bullshit. We say bullshit, okay? When it comes to them doing their jobs and when they see things on the street and they're getting paid by gang members. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They get paid by gang members. A lot of times they will turn their heads to certain crimes and they will help cover up certain crimes because they could be directly affiliated in certain things. My thing is, you're not supposed to be accessing files if you're not on said case. Why are you looking at this file? Why do you continue to pull this file? Your hands should not be on this file if this is still an open investigation. So it sounds to me like people were trying to cover up things. People were trying to maybe take things out of the file. This whole switcheroo with this pow that may have been or may have not been directly connected to this case. That was some crazy shit as well. Like, why are you guys accessing this case? And it's weird to me that this happened way back in 1996. This is 2026, years after, right? 30 or so years after, now we're looking at this case where people are having to give testimonies from something that happened back in 1996. Now, some things I can remember from 1996, and some things are not going to be as clear 30 or some odd years later, right? But do I feel that Diddy had something to do with this? It's been said that he has, or that he did probably pay millions of dollars to have Tupac taken out by gang members. Do I feel that Tupac Shakur had a hit on him? I do. Do I feel that Suge Knight knows about this? I do. Do I feel that Keefe D knows more than what he's been saying? I do. But let's continue. I do feel like a lot of the detectives and or police officers that were directly connected to this case were definitely on some fake shit here. I do feel like they had something to do with it as well as the cover up. I do.
In Compton. This is what's happening during this time period. Deeds, according to Detective Long, became very scarce and stale, meaning that it was just taking a long time for him to follow up with people. Witnesses became unavailable. Why do you think that is? Because of time. So as a result, memories started failing because of that time. So Detective Long had these challenges. But here's what Detective Long does. He interviews Keefe in 2009. Sits him down, has an interview with Keefe. Just like,
mind you, now 1996 was when Tupac was unalive. Why are y'all just interviewing Keefe D in 2009? Right? Y'all see the time lapse in here? This the same shit I was saying about this Nolan Wells case. I feel like they're trying to push this shit out, and that's how I feel like they're trying to do with this Nolan Wells case. I'm just, after looking at all the stuff that's going on here, they're really trying to push it out. But 2009 is when y'all sit down to interview Keefe D. And Tupac was unalive in 1996. That's some bullshit.
As Pete said. And guess what happens? Detective Long doesn't even know that Keefe had actually spoken to a task force the year before. How is that possible? Metro is the agency responsible for the investigation of Tupac Shakur's murder, and they don't even know about this. No one in that room in 2008 told Detective Long or Metro what was going on. There are no facts.
Child. All right, so I said Sean Combs wanted some security when he came out to the West Coast. See, this is where Diddy's name is coming into this. So they said a prosecutor in an unaliving case against Dwayne Keefe D. Davis told a jury this morning that Davis was associated with Sean Puffy Combs when he took part in Tupac Shakur's 1996 fatal pow in Las Vegas. Now, Diddy was trying to say in another interview that I saw that he had nothing to do with Dwayne Keefe D. Davis. But now I hear that you reached out to him for some type of security, which Dwayne Keefe D. Davis is directly connected to the gang. Do I feel like money was paid to take out Tupac Shakur? In my honest opinion, I feel like it was, right? I feel like it was. If you need security, why you got to go to the gang? So let's get into it. One of the connections that Dwayne Davis gets through his association with Zip Martin is with Sean Puffy Combs, who was then the CEO of Bad Boy Entertainment. Ben Palau, a deputy district attorney in Clark County, Nevada, says that in his opening statement. Now they said that Sean Combs, wanted some security when he came out to the West Coast. He was worried about Mob Piru. Okay, he was worried about the members of Death Row Records, and so Keefe D. Davis agreed to be around to act as unofficial security for Sean Combs and his artists when they came out west, specifically to ensure that there are no problems with Mob Piru, which I know the Pirus and they don't fucking play, and Death Row Records. Palau says that he says that the rivalry between Mob Piru and Southside Compton Crips, ooh, child, dangerous, boiled over in the Lakewood Mall in the summer of 1996. There's a whole video out there of that if you guys have been following this, right, where a whole fight breaks out, and that's when everything started popping off. After that is when the whole powwowing took place with Tupac Shakur. Now, Trayvon Lane, a Mob Piru member associated with Death Row, was there with other members of the Mob Piru in order to do some shopping. Said the Lakewood Mall was a mall nearby Compton. Said that you'll also hear that Baby Lane Anderson, which is Orlando Anderson, the defendant's nephew, was also there. Said that now Trayvon Lane that day was wearing a chain with a Death Row medallion, and there was a fight that occurred between the Mob Piru and Southside Compton Crips. You guys saw that on video, okay? And Tupac was also there fighting as well. Says that, and at one point, the chain is pulled off Trayvon's neck. Says that now what happens to the chain is an issue as much dispute. It says that not everybody agrees with it, but the fact of disrespect of pulling the Death Row chain and the brawl that occurred further escalates into this heated rivalry. Okay. It says, and what you'll learn is that that these two men, Trayvon Lane and Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, they encountered each other again. It said that this time in Las Vegas. It said that Combs has never been charged in association with Tupac's unaliving. Said that he's currently in federal prison after a jury in the July 2025 conviction of him and 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, as we all know. Do I feel like that Diddy should definitely be looked into in this? I do. I feel like some money was exchanged in the death of Tupac Shakur as related to him, because there was a rivalry between Tupac and Biggie. And obviously Diddy was afraid to come out to Las Vegas because of the rivalry that was going on. Y'all know that Biggie was powwowed, and it was said that Diddy put up money to have him unalived as well, because, you know, Biggie was trying to leave Bad Boy Records because of a lot of money, millions of dollars that was owed to him from Bad Boy Records / Diddy. Okay, so the two of them had like a little rivalry, I'm hearing, prior to Biggie's death, which then sparked this huge controversy between Tupac Shakur and a lot of gang-related issues that was going on in Las Vegas that night. So yeah, I do feel like some money was exchanged for the life of Tupac. I do feel that way. Hopefully that comes out in this case. You guys let me know what y'all think, because I kind of been following this as well, reading up on things, looking at videos, etc., etc. But y'all let me know. I may continue to cover this particular trial to see where it goes. Of course, when they read the verdict of all of this, I will definitely be talking about that as well. But you guys have a wonderful day. Then we're going to stop here on that. I'm not going to hold you guys long for Car Chronicles, because I know a lot of you guys have some things to do. So do I. But thank you so much to my Top Flight mods for doing an awesome job. Truth TV Podcast, Rose Armstead and Tiffany Thomas. Thank you guys so much. 214 watching. I appreciate you guys for being here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. On all publications, you guys, under Caramel Rail. Check us out on the backup channel on the Rails World. Please like this video, hype up this video, subscribe to the channel, and please don't forget to set your notifications so that you guys will know when we go live. All right, until the next video, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Bye.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah, there's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong, I just need to carry on. Cause society's a myth, put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give, don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need the